Assalamu alaikum, honorable moderator and judges. Today our debate motion is strong dictatorship is better than weak democracy. I'm Islam Nisa, the second speaker from opposition team. I, along with my team, and will elaborate on the advantages of weak democracy and disadvantages of strong dictatorship. First of all, if we talk about strong dictatorship, North Korea is one of the most prominent examples of strong dictatorship. It is one of the world's most repressive states. The government restricts all civil and political liberties for its citizens, including freedom of expression, assembly, association, and religion. It prohibits all political opposition, independent media, civil society, and trade unions. The government routinely uses arbitrary arrest, torture in custody, forced labor, and execution to maintain fear and control. Dear opposition team, do you think that this is a good dictatorship? Weak democracy still values its citizen at least. Now, honorable moderator, the question may arise, why democracy is better? The keys to power are voters in a democracy or republic. In most democracy, politicians think in terms of voting blocks. You have racial blocks, wealth blocks, political blocks, and age blocks and gender blocks. The rules are the same. Keys are power to the rules are the same. Keys to power must be taken care of. To remain in power, you must benefit from the keys that got you elected. Freedom. Democratic states almost always has more free people than autocratic states. They have the right to vote for their government. So they decided their nation's policy and what their country should be like. They have more freedom of speech and expression than in autocracies. Represents the people. The biggest virtue of democracy is that it is a government by the people for the people. Democracy is a form of government that represents the people and expresses the people. Respect of human rights. Democracy is considered as the people's government. If democracy is put at its appropriate performance, all phases of human rights are respected. The citizens would have the right to exercise freedom of speech, economy, education, health, and infrastructural development. History has shown again and again that there are no benevolent dictators. If any dictator is awful, no dictator can hide that fact. An imperfect democracy is a far better thing. The most developed and wealthiest country of the world are all democracies. For example, Norway. Norway is the most advanced country in the world by the year 2022. The fact is that the democratic index of Norway is 9.75 out of 10, which makes this the country the most democratic and the best. Many examples like this make the democracy the best. I want to end my speech by saying a democratic country may have its ups and downs, but all the powers will be vested to the hands of the people. But if a democracy does anything wrong for the people, no one will be able to do anything due to fear. Dear opponent, can you prove any of my statement wrong? No, you can't. So before I conclude my speech, I'd like to mention that a single Singapore president cannot prove that tortures of 100 dictators are totally normal. Can it? So, dear opponent, why are you mentioning on the exception if they are not example? So, thank you all. Thank you, moderator. Assalamu alaikum.